Know how to change a daily work truck into a daily passenger driver again? Well, stay tuned because here are the befores and here are the afters. And if you want to know step by step on how we transform this vehicle, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and enjoy the entire video because this will be jam packed with a bunch of info. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Gloss Garage, where we make detailing simple. My name's Doc, and today I have something special for you all. And today here we have a 2015-2016 Honda Pilot, and it used to be a work truck. And here, as you can see, it's been a work truck for the past 10 years. And here is a bunch of oil, grease, and grime. And this is on all the seats, the front seat, the back seats, and even the third row. I already vacuumed everything off screen, but the owner wants to give this vehicle to his son as his first vehicle. And I will show you all step by step on all the products that I use and show you how to use them. That way you can get the results that I get on this vehicle. So please stay tuned for that. And if you like this type of content, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's get started so that way I can show you how to make this vehicle a passenger vehicle again. Now that you've seen on how the vehicle looks in its entirety, we're going to start off with step number one, and I like to start off with a dry extraction process first. Now, what is a dry extraction process first is pretty much we are going to spray some chemicals on the seats and on the fabric, and we are going to steam clean to remove those topical oil, grease, and grime that is on the top surface of the fibers before we tackle the deeper stains that are inside the fibers and deeper inside the upholstery or fabric of the seat. And the reason why we like to do this is because if we start using an extractor, what's going to happen is we are injecting heavy water in there, and we may drive those oil, grease, and grime deeper into the fibers of the seat. And what will happen in turn is you will get wicking, and wicking is something that after the seat dries, the stains resurfaces back to the top, and then you're just working backwards in that sense. So here I am spraying Glico from Labo, and it is their acidic chemical first to help clean up those inorganic stains. And the crazy thing is that Labo has it in a backwards setting, or this is the way they designed it for it to work. It's typically you would use an alkaline type of cleaner, then an acidic to neutralize it. But for Labo, they use an acidic first, then we use the alkaline. But either way, each one still works. Just make sure you neutralize both cleaners, whether it's alkaline or acidic. And what I'm doing here is just spraying it all over the seats. Yes, it looks like I'm spraying it on super heavy, but it is light fabric, and what's going to happen is just going to turn into a darker hue and darker color. And we just let it sit there for about 3 to 5 minutes, and then after those 3 to 5 minutes come up, I agitate it with a towel, or you could do it with a drill brush, which I did off screen. But here you see me agitating and rubbing the Glico inside the fibers and just letting the chemical do the work. It's going to break up those stains and whatever else it can break up, so that way it lifts off the surface. Now that we've let Glico sit on the surface for about 3 to 5 minutes, now it's time for step number 2, and we are going to use Ductile, which is Labo's alkaline fabric cleaner. And yes, you can spray it right on top of Glico. Nothing's going to happen. All this chemical is going to focus on is actually breaking down and loosening up that actual oil, grease, and grime stains that are on the fabric of the seats. And then we will spread it and agitate it with a microfiber towel. And also, yes, off screen I did agitate it with a drill brush. I forgot to record that process. But once you agitate it with a drill brush as well, we are going to let Ductile sit on the surface for another 3 to 5 minutes to let it act and really break down those staining and oils and grease. And we will then after that do the steam process. little over 5 minutes has passed, and as you can see, the seats are starting to dry by themselves, and it is a cool day outside. It's about 60 degrees out there, and now we are ready for the steam process. And trust me, you will need a bunch of microfiber towels for this process, because we don't want to keep pushing that oil and grease and transferring it to another clean side of the seat. We want it to absorb into the towels in itself, and then we're going to constantly keep switching and getting a new position in that towel, so that way we're not spreading that oil around on the rest of the seats. And we are going to use about 30 to 40 towels. I pretty much use a whole pack of Kirklands just to get this through, but hopefully this builds an image on how much of just a steam cleaning can do before the wet extraction process. So this is one towel and probably 30 more to go. So this, you want to use your throwaway towels like your Kirklands and stuff like that. And yeah, so we did this. I'm gonna leave this part later. I'm just gonna do this one that you all can see on camera. Now that you have a better angle here, you will see that I pretty much break up the seat into 4 separate sections. First is the bottom half of the seat, the top half of the seat, then the bottom half of the backrest, and the top half of the backrest. And the reason why I do that is because these seats are just completely dirty with oil and grease, and we don't want to spread that around, and you want it to collect into the microfiber towel in itself. So that's why I have it pretty much split up in 4 different sections, and constantly flip to a clean side of your microfiber towel. That way you get the best results possible. Now, one thing to note too is once I'm done doing the steam cleaning and the dry extraction on all the seats, I like to do the deep cleaning on the door panels and the dashboards and the center console. The reason why I like to do that is because I have the steamer out already. It's better just to get it done in one shot, and then once we're ready for the steam cleaning process, all we really got to worry about is extracting the seats in itself. That's pretty much it. With one towel, it's good enough to do both the top and bottom. Get rid of most of that stuff. As you can see here, we removed a lot of that staining on the back part. Here, there's still staining around, so we are going to do a wet extraction on the seat to help lift up and hopefully suck up that grease and grime, and hopefully it's not etched in there. But in terms of the back part of the seat, looks practically almost perfect. We even got rid of the stuff right over here. So yeah, we're just gonna continue around. All right, I just wanted to position you all good enough so you can see this almost 50-50 contrast. And this is the controversial part. This is a 2015 Honda Pilot, and it is a work vehicle. We have a lot of embedded oil, grease, and grime in here. And some people will say, why am I using a dry eraser? Well, I am using a dry eraser just to lift up and get rid of this topical stuff up here. And I'm not doing any pressure. Look, just agitating just the top part, going back and forth. And what chemical am I using? I'm using Detail Co. Sword, and I am going to show you how just doing this with no pressure. If you have a vehicle that's not neglected, this is 110% not needed. But this, I just want to show and prove it is safe if you use it correctly. Same process goes here. Now that that's agitated, I am going to clean this up. And I didn't damage anything. As you can see, I just applied the chemical on the right part, and it wasn't enough to remove it. So I needed some sort of agitation. I removed all the body oils, the grease and grime off of this, and this goes with the 50/50. And that's all that is needed and done. I am doing this all on the entire leather and plastic. That way we can remove the topical oils and deep clean the actual fabric. And you come down here and we'll just do that all around. I like to use one towel per door just because this vehicle is super dirty and it is a work truck, and I'm even going to do it on the running boards. Once I'm done deep cleaning the door panels and the plastics with the dry eraser and detail coat sword, I end up spraying Labos, Ductile, and Glico on that carpeted area that you see right there, and I end up steam cleaning it as well. Just follow the same process I did with the fabric, and it makes a world of a difference just because of the grease and oil that I pulled off of it. As you see right there, it just makes a complete difference and completes the look of the entire, the door panel in itself. And then from there, I steam clean the rest as a sanitation step. Steam clean the cracks, the crevices of the door panel, and steam clean even the speakers, just to make sure everything is completely deep clean and sanitized. And you will see the before and after between this door panel and a door panel that I haven't even touched yet. Just a night and day difference. Alright everyone, so here is the only door I did 100%, but the rest of the plastics and everything is done. Look at that. This door looks as brand new as possible. Again, it's not going to be perfect. This is starting to dry up right here where all that grease, oil, and grime compared to there. It's just much darker on that other seat. This back rest, I got it as clean as possible. So this going to need a second round for sure. Let this dry a little bit before the extraction step, so that way I can spray a different chemical, which is my Biobreak and Flex Ice. And here are all the towels that I've used just to clean the plastics and the seats with the steamer, just to get the topical stuff before the wet extraction. I let the vehicle run for about 20 minutes on high heat, and this completely dried the seats, and now I am ready for my wet extraction process. And here I am using Biobreak from Bridgepoint, and this is their heavy alkaline cleaner. And Bridgepoint really designed these two products for it to be used with a extractor. It is an awesome combo. I love this combo so much. And you're going to see the drastic change as well once we get rid of those deeper oil, grease, and grime stains that are in the fibers. And I am agitating it with a drill brush as well. I am not shy with the drill brush. The same way I was with Labos, Ductile, and Glico is the same way I'm using it here. Now, the other thing as well to note is Biobreak does need a neutralizer, so Bridgepoint made a second chemical that goes into your extractor, which is Flex Ice, and Flex Ice will neutralize the Biobreak, because say after a day in the park or you have dirty clothes and it's wet, you sit down on the seats, it will reactivate the cleaner, and then it will pull the dirt and grime from your clothes and it will go straight onto the seats, and we really want to prevent that. And also prevent wicking, meaning it doesn't keep the cleaner working so much where it's going to resurface the oil and grease that is probably left over. And I do have the HP Mytee 60, which is the heated extractor, and in there I do have Flex Ice. It's going to inject that hot water into the seats, and it's going to suck it up with the extractor as well. So we're neutralizing and sucking up the rest of the Biobreak, and pretty much leaving the Flex Ice on the surface for it to neutralize the Biobreak in itself. And this extractor does hold 8 gallons of water. Not 8 gallons, I apologize. It holds 4 gallons, but I had to dump it out twice. So pretty much the first time it held 4 gallons, and this one held about 3.5 gallons, which you see the amount of dirt and oil that was released from the extractor. And this is the second time the owner is releasing the extractor, all the stuff that was collected from the seats, and just look at the amount of gunk that was released. And yeah, that pretty much concludes the detail. I used the wet extraction process on the entire vehicle, the carpets and the seats as well. And I will see you all on the outro to look at the transformation. All right, everyone. So hopefully you all enjoyed the video and enjoyed this walk around as I am doing the outro. We truly transform this vehicle. This is a work vehicle and now it is becoming a passenger vehicle. We steam cleaned the entire carpet, seats, upholstery, extracted. We use a whole bunch of different chemicals and we remove about 80% of the grease, dirt, and grime. Some of the stains, this is a lighter interior, but unfortunately it's going to be stained. But overall, we just made this vehicle look amazing. Now, what is the products that I've used for this entire detail? Pretty much for the entire detail, we did a topical treatment, which was the first dry extraction where we applied Glico and Ductile from Labocosmetica to really get those topical surface grease and dirt and grime, help it break it down. And then that way we use the steamer to get that stuff off. Then we use Bridgepoint from Bridgepoint, which is Biobreak and Flex Ice, and we apply that all over on the surface, and then we extracted everything, and we removed a lot of staining, and I'm pretty sure the owner is going to be excited on how well we deep cleaned this vehicle. And yeah, you will see also on the overhead on how much we've actually took out from the vehicle on the extractor. But this is the process that I enjoy using, and pretty much what we just used was Sword, Labocosmetica, Ductile, and Glico, and Mytee from Labo for the glass cleaning, and then everything else was just Bridgepoint with the extractor. So that is all that we used, and hopefully you all enjoyed the video. All the products you could get at the House of Rags. Use code DMS at checkout for 10% off. Next up, the Biobreak and Flex Ice. And other than that, I will see you all on the next one. Peace.